Well, I believe we're live. Welcome, Davo. Round 5, Misano, Asrnz, ACC 2020 GT3s. How are you, pal?
I'm well. Yes, here at Misano after an awesome round last week with the enduro. So it's like a nice, lovely, clear day here today. So yeah, hyped up for this one.
Yeah, look, post enduro, I think this one will be big. Obviously, Twiggle's doing, Mr. Perkins doing a fantastic job in that enduro, just at another postcode. So once again, congratulations to him for a dominant display there, and congrats to the other podium getters, and a few stories to come out of that, a few shifts around in the championship. You know, as we're going into Quali 1 here tonight at Misano, it's just a nice little recap. Davo back on some of that stuff that's happened a week ago, and yeah, like I said, Twiggles, aka Perko, grabbing that one, and John
Yes.
McDonald, which, you know, he led the first 3 rounds of this championship, made the call that night to run a slick tyre right the way through. So during all that torrential rain and through the night, he stayed on a slick. So he did an incredible job not to bin that car under those conditions.
Yeah, definitely. But probably paid the price a little with his overall point situation, and you know, probably dropped a couple of positions from it. But we're back to the usual schedule.
Yes.
So
couple of races tonight, couple of qualies.
Like I said, the points are shuffled a little bit here and there. Not so much right at the pointy end, but yeah, just a little bit here and there. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting watch.
Yeah, so I had a little chat to you off camera, Davo, and sort of probably an early observation back there was that how comfortable the 4 big hitters in the Ferraris are looking. You know, the likes of Aztec Farmer, JB and Nick McIndoe, and they all punched out some good 35s in that last quali session. You know, 35.7s. I think we saw them drop down. I think we saw John Boy drop down a 35.1. We did see Twiggles go into the 34.8s there, so he's obviously got some pace back here again.
Yeah, but like you said, you know, the Ferrari's looking hot in the faster sections of the track, and I think we've noticed this back a few rounds with the mid-rear cars, particularly the Ferraris, just running, I don't know, just it looks like a quicker and faster line through some of the fast sectors of the track, so compared to the front rear drive cars. So yeah, this will be interesting. It's got a few good fast corners in this Misano track, and this will test that balance between the front engine rear wheel drive cars and the Ferraris and the like. So yeah, looking forward to it. Very beautiful clear day today. Obviously the track temperatures are looking a little nicer than they were last week.
Yeah, yeah, so upwards of 37 degrees at the moment.
Yeah, and yeah, it's a comfortable day at 27 ambient and 37 track temperature. So who you got your eye on there for quali here, gentlemen?
Well, I just watched Perko fire on a 35.1, which was a particularly good banking lap, and I got to say, with in all due respect, I was a little surprised at Josh in the previous session, the practice session leading up to the stream. He was really struggling on 36-second laps, 1 minute 36s, and he's just poked in a 35.2 on his banker, which is super respectful.
Absolutely.
So you know, I've been just playing up our Ferrari boys, and they're currently sitting, you know, in 4th, 5th, 6th, and where else are we? We'll just bring them up here. And 18th. I mean, Farmer, I was going to mention that he actually just cut on his lap, so that was a failed attempt.
Track. Yep.
And remembering, so yeah, welcome to our viewers, and just one thing to remember, as per usual ASRNZ rules around qualification is, you know, it's all good to have a few runs at this quali, but they must drive back to the pits if they want another tyre. 10 sets of tyres available to the members tonight, so for this 3-day race weekend.
Yeah, and they're even able to, with the new ACC format, is to scrub the tyres, I hear, before a session and run it on a pre-scrub set of tyres, which I'm sure makes a difference, particularly in quali when
they're
they've
telling
just got...
me that roading a set can create balance, Davo.
Yeah. And yeah, well, and no surprise too. It's some of the detail in the new ACC format is yeah, amazing, and it's starting to show with the obviously the lap times and the current championship points. These boys really having to work for their money.
Yeah, so who you got your eye on right now, Davo? Is there somewhere we should be looking? I mean, I can see Luke Crompton's 4 tenths up on his 35.7, so he's looking to improve substantially.
Well, I was quite interested in Ashley Vediger's run for tonight. He's sitting second, I think, in the championship at the moment. So
Mr. Consistent, yes.
Yeah, so look, it's just interesting to see where he puts the
big lap here from Cromley.
In qualifying tonight, but yeah, probably more interested in his race effort tonight. So
yeah, for sure. So that provisionally puts Cromley on the front row with
nice
Burko.
work.
But yeah, you know, that's interesting. You bring up Ash with where he's at with his championship position at the moment, because he's doing nothing wrong. He's there or thereabouts all the time. Comes on well in the end of the races. So yep, Aston showing a good consistent set of pace around
he
the
is, and look, definitely with Ashley at the wheel, and he actually has got in second position in the championship, has got a sort of a fairly reasonable gap back to third position, which is Aztec.
What are we talking, Davo? What sort of
well,
are we looking at?
Ashley on 268, and the next contender is Aztec in third on 253. So that's a hefty gap, and quickly right behind Aztec is Tim Hembry on 252 and John McDonald on 250. So those boys are really close. They're fighting it out for that third position at the moment.
Well, his ears must be burning, mate. He must be sort of, you know, subconsciously look. He's currently 4 tenths up on his lap. This would put him provisionally on the front row with Perkins, and maybe the only other guy at the moment to drop into the 34s. If he can finish this lap off, he will be there or thereabouts, and I'll tell you what, he's going to be close.
It's a nice tidy lap there, and
very clean.
Across the line here.
It puts him onto the second row. Yeah. John McDonald in there in P2 at the moment with a 35.0, but that 34.7 46 is probably one of the better laps I've seen all week from anybody. Yeah. So unless there's something that I missed, and that could well be, because I tend to miss a bit, but yeah, that's a pretty good lap.
Yeah, nice work from Ash there. Not too far behind John with the 35.0. It's nearly dipping into the 34s there. Look, one to watch too. Farmer has just picked up 4th position with a 35.1. Really close to Ash.
Yep.
Luke Compton again, 35.1. This is going to be tight at the top.
Yeah, so a lot of guys in the 3 to 5 tenth brackets. Yep. You know, we're talking about half a second plays the top 7. We've got to go out to 11th position to get over a second, so it's really tight at the top. See Pete Apsey inside the 10 at the moment.
Yeah.
Rossi is coming. I expect that McLaren would go pretty well through the fast stuff here as well.
Yeah, so literally probably hundreds of seconds, or at least in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th positions.
I think we'll be looking for an improvement here from Wiggles, potentially, and if he shifts this marker, it might be just that bit much unobtainable. I mean, at a 34.7, that's probably pretty safe as it is. But if he can stretch this out another 10,
Just a quick glance. I just see Aztec's board numbers come up in my face every now and then with I think he's got about a 10th here and there.
yeah, you're right. He's on the
So,
gas. He's up 2/10 now. Or just he's lost a bit now, but
and that's that. You know, that is enough to get him possibly
see how he finishes the lap as he rounds the final corner. If he can carry some momentum, it's only going to be half a 10th at best. Where does it put him? Did it move him? Not really. So tight, Davo.
Yeah, tight stuff there. As he
Farmer's got about a 10th in hand here, Davo. At times he's sort of 40 seconds into the lap of a minute 35 odd lap, so he can stay out with this. John McDonald's in the pits with 35 seconds to go. That will be quali over provisionally on the front row. He'd be pretty happy with that. Ashley's in the pits, so he's called it. Farmer's on a lap, and he is on.
I see that.
He's on a reasonable lap. He's on a lap that would see him improve, if not from the right to the left of the grid on the second row, or if he can make a little bit more of it. If he can make a 10th and a half, which he's got on in hand now, if he can bring this up, he's
sneaking up there. Actually, he's just a bit of a delay on my telemetry there, but
he's there or thereabouts, mate, to go front row.
And he's hovering between the 1 to 2/10 there.
Oh, he's run it wide on the final corner and thrown it away. That's
well wide.
all she wrote there. But I'll tell you what, Aztec's got a half a second in hand here. With at the end of this lap, you're going to see him go to provisional front row with Perko comfortably.
4/10. He's on it.
And there he goes, front row. Well done, Aztec. A 34.9. So Cromley's coming. He's pulled into pits. He didn't like something there. I thought he was up, so I'm not sure what happened there. Nick McIndoe finishing a lap. He's a few tenths up. I tell you what, if he could press on with this. He's just coming down towards the final corner now. He's got the delta climbing. This will be an improvement. This will be a huge improvement.
Who are we watching here?
Nick McIndoe comes up to the second row beside John McDonald. So leg flurry in the quali there.
Very nice work from McIndoe.
Pete Apsey. What? Oh, Peter's in the pits. I think that's it. I think that is quali over. Q1 is over, Davo.
And well done, boys. Look at that. That is another mixer, guys. Look, every week we see another group of drivers dominate the top few rows. There's a couple of names from last week, but obviously Anthony Perkins out in front again. Well done. Got that Aston just on fire again tonight. One to watch.
Sorry, so 34.4, that is an outstanding lap. I mean, to put nearly a half a second on this field, he's carrying some form at the moment. You know, we just mentioned him, Davo, taking out that Enduro by, another postcode. What was it, 40 odd seconds or something? I can't remember what the margin was in the end, but it was.
It's considerable and worth mentioning. These guys don't muck around, and to see when anybody just pulls away by that sort of number, then it's clearly one to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. So, like I said before, welcome to our viewers. Enjoy the stream. Thank you. Pay a couple of bills, so thank you to Superior Joint Sealing when quality matters, and McIndoe Construction. Cheers to those guys for jumping on board this season. We really appreciate the help we get with this stuff.
We do.
And Zero Vision Motorsport for all things technical behind the scenes. So Well, what's the call? You know, we got we got positions 1 and 3 in the championship on the front row, I believe. Is that right, or 1 and 4?
I think that's right. Hang on, just quick look here. Yes, 1 and 3
So 1
on
and
the front
3.
row.
Second row says position 5 and...
And 2.
Is it 5 and 2?
Oh no, hang on.
No.
We've got John McDonald and Nick McIndoe, so that's 5 and 8.
5 and 8. Row 3 sees position 2 and...
And Farmer in 9th.
In 9th. Okay, so yeah, there's some good battles to be had there. So who else do we see? We see Stephen didn't quite make the top 10 there. As we go to the grid, Davo, sorry to our viewers, I'll just sort these cameras out. And we shall pick up on...
Awesome.
I think we'll go Helicam on Mr. Twiggles and Mr. Aztec there. So we'll just watch them approach this final left-hander. They're going to formate from basically pit entry. They are required under Asrnz rules to stay in dual formation, no more than 5 to 6 car lengths apart, and no overlapping at all until the lights go green. So watch for that. And hey, if we've got anybody watching live, flick us a message if you see something that we don't. And we'll sure to hit a replay if we catch it quick enough.
Yes, and welcome anybody that may be watching. Yeah, definitely drop us a note. About the gone down as simple as this carried out cleanly. So you know, the boys are always under a little bit of pressure to just get this right.
You're not wrong there, Davo.
So we wind down. What have we got? About 25 seconds to go. Round 5, Misano.
Oh yeah, looking forward to this one.
It's been a great start to this season already.
Oh, it's been an epic inaugural ACC season, hasn't it, Davo? As we see the guys just try and get away.
Boys. Here we go. They want us to try and stay bunched up. This is round 5, Misano. Asrnz, ACC GT3 season. Beautiful day out there.
Grid formation looks good.
It looks tight.
And we got some green lights. Aztec getting an incredible jump at the start there. Takes it 2 Twiggles up the inside of turn 1. Twiggles have the rights to the left. Aztec stays wide. Probably gives him a little more respect than he needed to there, but still hugs to the right hand sides for turns 2, 3 and 4. Twiggles faking to the inside. And nice. Nick McIndoe having a big look. He's going to be left high and dry on the outside, but if he can sweep round here, he will live there. Thinks better of it, tucks the nose down in there. Aztec with a clean set of heels already making off into the distance. Davo, what do you make of that start?
Absolutely fantastic. I'm just down the field here, just watching Josh and his father, Anthony, just go toe-to-toe, side by side into, I'm not sure which turn it is, the left-handed there, and not far behind. There's a few guys contesting positions there through that mid-pack, and again, it's Steve Crossland.
Steve Melling and Steve Crossland rubbing.
Yeah, I can see that. They're just, both of those drivers wanting to make their way forward very quickly.
Oh, we just got a replay of that side-by-side action through the corner there, Davo. Brilliant bit of driving by both those guys, Steve-O and Steven. Oh, the Lexus really sideways through that last section of right-handers there, a little bit loose. Just jump back up the front, see how Aztec's going. He's just...
Aztec in first.
Yeah, got about 5 or 6 tenths there. Nick McIndoe getting a very, very good start on that Ferrari. Luke Crompton He's right there, showed some good pace in practice, so that was cool. Farmer, so once again, these guys that I mentioned, Davo, we'll just bring up that broadcasting thing. So we got Ferraris 1, 3, 5 and 6, so I thought those boys would be up there.
We did call this. The Ferraris were looking pretty hot. We do have a BMW and an Asrnz in the mix there up at the top end, but yeah, looking pretty tidy here.
Yeah, good to see Luke Crompton pushing that BMW up there. You know, Luke's had massive signs of great pace, and I really do hope. And if you watch this back, Lukey, man, I know the calibre of driver you are, and I know you can, you can string these together. You just need to look for a little bit of consistency, and you've got the speed. So you know, up there with the big boys, running in 4th position at the moment. I think he does deserve to be there. So be interesting to see how his night shakes out, especially in this 25-minute one, and see if he can carry a bit of confidence into the 45. What are you looking at? We got some really close ones. We've got Troy Wilson back there, really hot on the heels in the Lexus of. He's chasing Anthony Chesner in the Ferrari, and he was really close. Yeah, Farmer looking up the road there. Farmer's putting a lot of heat on his old mate JB. So hopefully those boys can keep it clean. And
yeah, look, plenty of respect from both drivers there, as much as they're both easily excitable. There's respect where respect is due, and these boys will try and keep it as clean as possible, but they both want to race and they both want to win, so it's always one to watch.
Yeah. Yep. What's that margin? So Aztec stretching that margin out to 7/10 of a second, so he's got some good race pace. I mean, he's just banked down a 35.4, Wiggles on a 35.3, McIndoe 35.5, Compton 35.9, McDonald 35.6, Farmer 35.4, Ashley 35.5. You know, the pace these guys run. You know, you're looking for a mistake, aren't you, Davo? Because there's not much between them.
Absolutely, and that's why I was talking about Pergo's lap before. It's like when someone can shine just a little bit above those times, you're just rattling off there. That's worth a look, because these boys are so close. It's very consistent racing, very consistent times.
Yeah, I see.
But we see here
Ashley's jumped on the back.
Ashley has jumped on the back there a little bit. With son Joshua not far behind in the Audi. This very early in the race still, but the boys are nicely bunched. Look, there's a couple of little groups here that could easily get packed up and a little bit tight and potentially messy with for the battle for certain positions, but very tidy stuff. I think from 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th with Joshua, these guys are running close, and they're running fast.
Yeah, I just picked up on that, Davo. Just, you know, Aztec lost a couple of tenths out of that 7/10 gap, and Pergo's catching him, but I just noticed that Nick McIndoe's going with these three. It's almost like the front three are going. You know, they've pulled, you know, McIndoe's a 1.5 up the road from Luke Crompton. So as Luke Crompton, you know, albeit I've just said you know, that he deserves to be there, and I do believe that. Is you think that his early pace is just bottling up John McDonald and co at the moment?
Yeah, look, and honestly, look, this is tight quarters really. I mean, it doesn't look too much on camera, but I'm sure in the rear view, Crompton is fixated on the front of John's car. He's just trying to manage that gap, and he can easily be distracted from the job at hand in front of him, whose Nick is clearly chasing Anthony Perkins for second position there. Look at these guys, very tidy stuff, very close. There's beginning to show 3 clear groups, like you were saying, the top 3, and then we have 4th down to, I think it is 8th with Joshua. And
Yeah,
then we've
because
got the 9th,
he's
10th,
jumped on
11th,
the back of
12th.
that pack, you're right.
Yep, and then there's the 9th down to 13th with Mudgy.
Oh, that's a
picking up the
huge
back
pack.
end.
Pete Apsey, Aaron Enright, Steve Melling, Steve Crossan. Look at that battle.
Mate, it's all happening. Like
What
I said, still early in the race, but these guys don't back off. This will be a sprint to the end. 20 minutes.
Yeah, they'll all be
Well, I see Mudgy go deep on Crossland.
Yeah, he did that before. I don't think he made anything of it, did he?
Oh, he went a little bit outside on the hairpin down the back there, and it's an awkward. Some cars deal with it way better than others. It's a funny little cambered corner as they drop to the fast right-handers towards the back of the circuit here. But
John McDonald into the pits early. I see the pit window did just open, so he called that real quick. He didn't want to be there. He did not want to be there.
And that's Aspie. No, it's not. It's Vedica behind him.
So did Joshy go in too?
No, that's Ashley Vedica.
Oh, did Ashley go in with him? Just trying to pick up on that. We've got an
Is that Belling's car? Is that one of the... Oh, here we go. What's going on here? We've got one of the Mellings in. There's a few boys in here.
Yep,
Donald's in.
Yep. So we've got Kenny, Pete, BK, Steve Melling.
There you go.
John McDonald. We've got a few boys in. I'll be interested to see if Aztec and Perkins, who are really close. Twiggles is looking for a move on Aztec. He won't want to have any dramas here as far as a pass or anything like that go on, because he's a championship leader. He can ill afford any form of time penalty or anything that may see him come up on race control. So he'll be just keeping this nice and clean. He knows he probably technically at this point doesn't have to beat Aztec in this race.
No, look, and you're right. These guys, look, they're playing the long game. Look, Aztecs, again, very consummate racer, not just driver. These
Twiggles
guys,
in, Davo.
Oh yes, Perkins in. So these guys will be watching their PCQs,
Farmer in,
making sure they're right. Farmer follows Perko in. Oh, here we go. A few more boys in the back. Is that
Crossy,
in the back there?
Aaron, Anthony, Troy, Beer.
Oh, let's see how this pans out.
Why is Kenny?
This set of pit stops will be one to watch.
Will be. I'm a little bit puzzled as to... Okay, we might bring up our broadcasting so we can see who's pitted, who hasn't. So, according to my telemetry, Ash Vertiger is the first of the stoppers. Did he overlap John McDonald in the pits? How did he do that?
Who did he come in right behind there before? It was John, wasn't it?
It was John. So he's actually got John in the pits, to my knowledge, or am I seeing that wrong?
We
no,
flicked off camera.
Sorry, he's not. No, sorry, he hasn't. Burko, where's Burko? He's coming out of the pits. We'll go to Helicam as he exits the pits. Or is he entering? No, this is exiting.
Perko on his way out. This will be the exit to watch here. Here we go. He's released from the line.
And he's come out well in front of Ashley.
Well in front of Ashley, but... Oh, Aztec's just coming in.
Okay.
The other end. Oh, here we go. Look, this is...
And McIndoe in, Crompton in.
I see that as well. Let's say...
Wow.
Watch this little pit battle here. Gentlemen, try and make sense of it. Try and get a camera on this stuff.
Ooh, okay, so we got three big players there. We got Cromley, Mudgy just coming in behind him. We got Cromley, McIndoe and
Mudgy.
Aztec and Mudgy all in there.
Yep.
Oh, Crompton's had an issue here. I just saw him back up, Davo, so that would have cost him an immense amount of time. He obviously wasn't in the box.
That was 6 or 7 seconds right there.
Easily, so that plays him out of this little group, so...
Perkins running down towards the back end of the circuit.
Has Josh stopped? No, he has not. No, he has not.
I don't think so.
No.
Way too far out.
Okay, so we've got Aztec and Nick McIndoe coming out of pit lanes. Where is Twiggles?
Now we've got Mudgy out now. Here we go, Perko.
Jumping on with him. He's come through turn one.
He's off.
And he's cleared them. He has absolutely spanked them in the pits.
Yeah.
Well done. Wow, the boys will be bemused about that. They'll be yeah.
I think there'll be a bit of head scratching going on there.
Yep.
After the helmets come off, clearly.
And McIndoe hasn't completed his stop, so big disappointment. We saw this early in the season. Nick McIndoe has got something incredibly wrong happen at pit time. He actually has to go back to pits and redo his stop, so that is going to drop him down.
Incomplete pit stop.
Yep.
That is painful.
And Josh Fediger has just come into the pits as well, so it'll be interesting to see where he rejoins.
Okay, well that's one to watch.
But Twiggles making 2.9 odd seconds in that stop. That's massive.
Amazing.
We're not seeing those sort of margins normally, so he got that right.
No.
Josh just dropped off the jacks there.
About 14 minutes into the race. Yep. Okay, I can't see Perko anywhere. Oh, here he comes. Perko's just come around the last corner.
Yeah, he's rounding the front straight.
This is a bit of a long exit, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, yeah, he's still on the pit limiter. Yeah, he's got no chance.
He's well rounded him up, but I'll be interested to see who Joshy does get here.
Too true, because he was well back further than even that. As we see Aztec go through, McIndoe not too far behind, Farmer and Ashley. Vedica.
Oh, he made 2 to 3 positions
Farmer,
there.
Very deep behind Ashley. He's actually run very wide between the double apexing rights there.
Well, he just got a replay on that. He did a real good job of opening the steering up there to not take out Ash. So after all of that, I've got to ask the question: where is JB filtered out in all of that? He is currently...
Well, he's in 17th at the moment, so I don't know what's going on there.
He's in 17th position. He's made his stop.
Did he have a second stop? Did he have an incomplete stop maybe in the first stop? Why is he so far back? That's interesting.
Car 27, 35.3 is his best lap. Has he been involved in an accident? Cast our way up through the telemetry. Not to my knowledge. We have seen an accident with car 13, which was Anthony Chesner. We have seen an accident with Stevo and who's the 7 car? Not sure who that is. Oh, Pete Epsey, so they might have come together as well. We've got a couple of boys currently at the moment with a stop-go 30-second penalty beside their name, which is Owen Willisey and Bear Grylls, so they've done themselves a mischief.
Oh yeah, and we'll clearly pay the price for it as well. It's what it's all about. These small penalties, they only seem small when you say the number, but when you get into the pits and you've got to sit there and wait for it, big penalty times.
Yeah, yep, for sure. They'll be gutted about that, both of them. So I'm not sure. I mean, to see them both. Obviously, Owen Willisey's just cleared his. We might just pick up on Bear. He's currently in the pit, so he's serving his right now. Perko's 3.6 seconds down the road, so he's making the best out of the fresh air. Aztec still in second. Josh Vertigo being the benefactor of obviously McIndoe having an incident there. I'll be just watching to see if McIndoe peels off here to do that stop. No, he doesn't. Farmer doing a great job in 5th, chasing down Ashley. He's right there. What's it called, Dave? You think Joshy's got anything for Aztec or not? Not really.
Well, is he sitting in the same rig that he was in last week? It doesn't look like it. The Guyardi definitely looks quicker than it was last week.
Shall we have a word?
It looks way more comfortable. I think yes, maybe he has.
All right, we'll have a word, eh? I'll
Okay.
grab him. G'day Joshy, don't want to upset your rhythm here, mate, so just talk to us when you can. How's it all going, mate? Seems like the race is coming to you, or is...
I didn't quite hear that, sorry.
How's things going out there, mate? Seems like the pit stops serve you really well, and is the race coming to you? What's the plan?
Yeah, no, I think I'm a crew chief beer. That was a good stop.
Right,
But
okay.
just cars feels alright. Just trying to keep the pace that I had before because it was doing me pretty well. So just keeping it on the track right now.
Okay, Davo, I think you had a question for him.
Yeah, are you driving the same rig as you were last week, the one you were uncomfortable with? With the no force feedback?
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that again. I heard force feedback.
Yeah, last week you were complaining about lack of force feedback. I wondered whether you were in the same rig this week.
Oh yeah, no, it's all fixed. Same rig, but just it's all fixed.
Excellent.
And what's the plan, Joshy? Have you got anything for Mr. Aztec, or you just sort of is the car about maxed out at this pace, or you got some more in it?
Not much more left in it. I'll think about getting past Aztec when I get to him a bit far back yet.
Yeah, rightio. All right, mate. Oh, look, hey, all the best. Great job with a good pit stop, and yeah, really, you a great qualifying too, mate. Because I watched you during practice, and you didn't look that comfortable. You poked out a lot of minute 36s. I didn't see too many 35s or 34s. So great quality, man. And hopefully we get to talk to you later on. You're on the podium, and hopefully you stay there and move up.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Awesome, Joshy.
Good luck.
Well, there you go. So that's Joshua Vertigo. That's his dad behind him with Farmer looking like he was going to put on a move there. So
Farmer, I wasn't going to mention it while we were talking to Joshy.
yeah, wow.
Farmer applying the blowtorch to the back of Ashley's car. Farmer's definitely got the eyes on tonight.
Yeah, he's going really well. Still interested to know what happened to that 27 car, that Ferrari.
As Farmer sticks his nose out, but just has a bit of a look. I just wonder how Farmer's mindset is tonight. He quite often fades a little bit towards the end of the night, and his consistency becomes a little bit of an issue, but definitely got the nose down and the backside up.
Yeah,
at
look,
the moment behind Ashley.
Yeah, I think he's definitely got more pace than Ash. He's just
absolutely.
I don't know how much closer you could get. We might see if we can grab an onboard with him.
Yeah, grab an onboard with him and just see how close that is. It looks fantastic.
He's right there. He is right there. We won't just give him a lap. We'll give the viewers a bit of a lap and listen and watch Farmer at work. Jesus, we might have jinxed him there, Davo. It was a hell of a move and it didn't quite work, so he's just lost a little bit of ground there. Sorry to our viewers, we probably could have gone on a lap earlier and may have given you a better vision, but...
It's always a bit of a gamble.
Yeah, it is.
Commentary box.
It is. So we'll just jump up the front here, have a look. There's quite a margin there. What can we see? We're some close margins back through the field. Troy Wilson putting a lot of pressure onto Aaron Enright. Just looking a little bit further up the road as well. I see Steve Melling just there. And
In the Lexus, yeah.
yep,
It's,
so couple of Aaron and Lex, man, they take a lot of curb there. It'll be interesting to know whether race control gives them any warnings about that, because I understand they get about 3 cuts, these boys, and then they get a free trip down pit lane for a bit of a drive through. Depending on the severity, it could be 10 or up to 30 seconds. So they're just taking a lot of that inside curb there, Davo. But yeah, just picking up on Steve just in front of Aaron Enright here, and you know, he just qualified just outside the 10. He's just got himself in the 10. Pretty tough night, you know. These boys are, you know, they're racing pretty hard, and you know, I think you get that point there, like we saw up the front. You know, there's a few bigger gaps, 4 seconds from Perko to Aztec, and
yeah.
a few 1 and 2 second gaps after that. But and these boys are close. I'll tell you another one, Pete Apsey, Steve Crossland, and Mark Mudgeway. Steve Crossland all over the back of Mudgey. Maybe we'll go on board with Crossy. Here we go. The mighty McLaren with Steve Crossland. Here's a lap.
Tidy stuff from Steve over the last couple of weeks. He's had a couple of little mishaps, but it wasn't really a figure in the first few races of the season, so he's come in firing.
You'd say the McLaren's growing on him then?
Oh, I think so. And it's definitely firing on all cylinders, and Crossy as well. Good tidy stuff. No mishaps tonight.
Car looks really good to the apex. Pete Apsey just, man, he's right in behind there.
Yeah, not mucking around. I think he's taking Crossy's lead a little bit too.
Farmer
Crossy,
is on the move.
Crossy with the indicator on, and
right, we see a move here up the inside.
oh, look around the look. What's this? Where they cut back. Oh, he just didn't quite take advantage of the cross back there.
You kind of missed that there. He was there, thereabouts, and he just couldn't quite get the nose down tight enough, and just tucked into the draft there. So, good effort. Good.
It's an awesome track. This, like, you can pretty well get a run out of any of these. The last 3 corners we just watched them do, and this one here again. If you get a better line and you're back far enough, you will get a clear run down onto these straightaways. Crossy looked like he might have just timed that perfectly. A couple of kinks down the fast section here, but he's right all over him. I'm looking out of Aspie's car. Crossy nearly up the side.
Mark Mudgeway holding his nerve there.
Absolutely, using the power of the Bentley just to keep the nose in front enough to keep that McLaren behind.
I think we've got the leader on the final lap. So, where is he? Here he is. Here he is, Mr. Twiggles. Whereabouts is he on the lap? He's done. I think she's all she wrote, mate. I think she's all over. Another great victory, I think.
Yeah,
if he is there, or is he?
Perkins, Aztec, Vedica, Ashley Vedica. So Josh has got past his father into 3rd position. Ashley Vedica in 4th. 5th for Farmer, Mudgey in 6th. Steve Crossland 7th position. Pete Aspie 8th. Steve Melling 9th. BK rounding out the 10. And from 10 on, we've got Anthony Chester in 11th. Mr. Fraser in 12th, Gunther in 13th, JB, dropping down into 14th there. Not sure what went on there. I'm sure we'll hear about that later. Aaron Enright in 15th, Tim Hembury in 16th. Again, another top runner back way down. Mr. Wilson in 17th, Kenny Simpson in 18th.
All right, shall we? Can we grab our leader down, Davo, and have a quick word?
Let's have a quick chat.
So we've just grabbed Mr. Twiggles, aka Mr. Perkins. Congratulations, just bringing the car into pit lane. Congratulations on another race win here at Asrnz in the ACC GT3 2020 Championship. So well done, mate. Great opening stint. What can you tell us?
Turn 3, I got some extra laundry after that. But other than that, it was a great battle with Aztec early on. I think I picked him in the pits there.
Yeah, we
I
saw
think
a
you did.
fantastic pit stop there, mate. Well done. Did it feel quick? Did the pit stop actually feel quick, or?
No. It just, I think I just nailed the line.
Right, so
Yeah,
you think there was something
nice
on the
work.
way in and the way out? Probably more the way in, you think?
Way in, yeah, definitely way in.
Wow, cool, man. Congrats on the 34.4 in quali 2, mate. We didn't get a chance to have a yak to you at that point there. We're sort of too busy talking rubbish ourselves, but I acknowledge that lap. I don't know if you'd betted that early in the week. If you had, I hadn't seen it.
No. Track hasn't been grippy enough.
Rightio, so there's a fair bit of good conditions out there. I see, maybe we got 22 degrees with 22 track as well, so I don't think we saw those temperatures early in the week, did we?
Probably not.
No. Awesome, mate. So, you're looking solid. You know, that just adds to the points tally in this championship, and looking solid for race 2, mate. It'd be more of the same, would it be?
Past lap 2, hopefully.
Yeah, okay.
Have a repeat of the
Right.
Fingers crossed, that means.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, look, I actually didn't think you did anything wrong. So we saw the lights go green, and yeah, Aztec, you know, was in behind. There was no overlap there. He obviously just got the timing right, or maybe that Ferrari's gearbox is better suited to the launch. We know that the Aston's got a particularly long first or second gear, so I think it's first. So yeah, well done. You had a great race. Looking forward to watching you in race 2, mate. Well done.
Cheers, Babs. Cheers, Glenn. Have a good one.
Oh, good. Well done, mate.
Oh, there you go. So we had Aztec.
Awesome work.
We had Aztec take second position, did we? We did.
We did.
Grab him down. Mr. Aztec, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Well done, mate. Hey, just got to congratulate you on a great second position and a great start of the race. That obviously, other than losing the lead in the pits, all went to plan, did it?
Yeah, I didn't have a plan. Never do.
Best made plans are unmade, aren't they?
No, I was probably lucky to get the start, and I wouldn't have held out Twiggles, I don't think. But yeah, screwed up the pit stop, ran too far forward, and they dragged me back. So cost a little bit, but
had it back up. Yeah.
good fun.
Okay, we didn't see that. We definitely saw Crompton with about a 7-second faux in the pits or something. He got backed up, and we saw, I think, Nick McIndoe obviously didn't complete his stops. There's still some technical issues for some guys, but man, you had a good drive. We're sort of saying that the Ferrari looks really good through the double or triple rights. Would that be fair? It looks probably better than the Aston through that far section.
It does look fast.
Yeah, up to that. What was it, third to last corner? I think it's quite good through there. Yeah.
Yep. No,
But into
cool.
the final turn, it's a little bit sketchy. Getting out of it, back wants to come around all the time.
Oh, okay, so just the tighter stuff, eh? It's just a bit loose.
Yep. Just that final turn was a bit sketchy.
Yep. No, well done, mate. Well done on the quali, because you got it on the front row, which is the first thing you got to do, and then the start. Like we just said to
Nailed the start.
we said to
Awesome work.
Twiggles, your overlap was good. You were back. I think you just executed the start probably better than anybody, and and then we saw you pull out 7.5 tenths of a second to 8 tenths of a second. We thought you were going to run. We thought you had the pace to run. So it was. I was interested to see Twiggles come out so much further than you guys after the stops. I wonder what
It's
happened.
quite surprising how far up he was, but yeah, good fun.
Awesome, mate. Hey, best of luck for the second one. Hopefully more of the same, eh?
Try, but I'll just be happy to finish these days.
Well done, mate.
Cool, have fun.
Awesome. You go, and we better give him the time of day because we had a chat with him. Welcome back, Joshy, to the comms box. You're here at the expense of your dad because you took that podium away from him. I hope you're earning your own money these days, mate, because I'm sure he was going to cut you off.
Yeah, it's worked well. There was about train of 5 of us, and yeah, Dad and someone else pitted. And I thought, well, nothing's going to change if I follow them in because I'm at the back of the train. So I'll stay out, set some laps, because I know my pace is being held up in that train.
Yep.
Set some laps. Times look good. And then Farmer pitted. My times are still good, so I thought I'll stay out, keep going. And,
Paid off well.
Yes, yeah, paid off
So,
well.
so where was the pass made? Where did you make the pass on your dad?
Yeah, we
I
missed
just in the
that.
pits. I just in the pits.
Rightio, okay.
I don't think I passed a single person actually on track.
Okay, we didn't pick up on that. We must have missed that. We thought that you'd come out and that they had cleared you.
No, I came out. I didn't spend too long looking in my rear vision mirror, but I know. I think it was Farmer. And,
Yeah, he was chasing
yeah,
your dad. Yeah,
Dad
you know, you're right.
behind
You
me.
are right. Yep. No, so hey, well done. We said we'd, if you could move forward, and we'd catch up with you later on, and you did. You did well. So congratulations on another good podium. Because yeah, certainly the car looks like it was racing better than it qualied. So that's cool.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Awesome, mate. Enjoy
Well done.
yourself on the next one, Joshy.
Thanks.
Well, there you go. That was your podium. So obviously, we'll just shut it down for a minute, guys. Take a quick break. Davo, we'll be back in a minute, eh?
We will
with
be back in a minute.
Stream number 2.
For stream 2, a race 2.
Yep.